morning students. Today we will start with one of our another chapter from class 7 and civics, that is our chapter number 4, growing up as boys and girls. Students, we have observed this thing that both the boys and girls are given different treatment in our society. Though we used to say that boys and girls are equal in society, but still equality is not existing somewhere. So we will study in this chapter that what sort of inequalities are there that boys and girls are facing in our society. So let's study, students. Our first question is, growing up in Samau in 1920s. Samau is one of the place and it is a large group of islands which is located in the southern part of the Pacific Ocean. So what is mentioned here? It is mentioned here that the people who are residing at Samau, the children are not sent to school for getting education. As the particular location is nearby Pacific Ocean, so the main source of occupation for the people here is fishing. Generally, all the members, all the boys and the girls members who are there in the family, they are sent to do fishing work. Boys are sent for fishing work, for fetching the fishes and to earn some money for earning their livelihood. And the girls are sent to do the household chores or to do the household work. So this is the difference between, generally girls are not allowed to send outside the house. Boys are sent to do that work. And as I already told you, neither the boys nor the girls, they were not provided with the education. After reaching to a particular age, say 5 years or 6 years, they are just sent outside to earn some money, to do work, that is to do fishing. Thereafter, students, what will happen? Now what difference we have observed here in this particular situation between boys and girls, that girls are said to do the household work and the boys are said to do fishing work and to earn money for the family. They are allowed to go outside home. That is how they are facing discrimination. And neither the boys nor the girls are allowed to gain any education. The next is growing up male in Madhya Pradesh in 1916. Now what is said here? It is said here that if we talk about Madhya Pradesh and we talk about the schooling of boys and girls, the campus or the courtyard of the boys' school is very open. They can freely play games there and it's open. But if we talk about the courtyard or the design or the structure of girls' school in Madhya Pradesh, then it is very close. Top boundaries or large walls or boundaries are there in girls' schools. Why? In order to protect the girls from the outside world, so that the girls cannot have any link with the outside world for their safety, for their security. Because what is observed, it is observed that even after the schools, in the crowded place, in the streets, boys used to do the cycling, whereas that same place is not available for the girls to do cycling. That crowded place or those streets are there for the girls just to go straight to home and not to anywhere. Reason being, there are the chances that in these crowded streets they can be tased, they can be attacked. So people want their girls to be protected. So this is how boys and girls in their schooling, their campus is different. They are not allowed to do cycling in the streets. They are said to go straight to homes. So after reading these examples, what we have studied that from our daily life experience only, we used to see several experiences which told that on paper this fact is there, that there is equal there is equal treatment for all the individual. The concept of equality exists, but in reality that is not existing somewhere, that is lacking. Thereafter, students, what we can say, from the childhood or from the early age only, this discrimination started between boys and girls. How? If we talk about the toys, then in the childhood what will happen, boys are given with the toys like cars, like drugs. On the other hand, girls are given with the toys like kitchen set. Why? Because that is the mental set, that is the mentality of the person, that they want to give them these guidelines that boys need to go in this field. They are allowed to drive the cars, and girls are given kitchen set. Why? Because they are given this preference that they are meant for doing household work only. Thereafter, students, what is there? Yes, boys have free power to choose their career from their own side. Whatever they want to do, they can do. On the other hand, as I give you the example in the earlier state also, that they are said that you have to do the household work only. You are not free to explore the world. You cannot choose your career on your own. So these are certain restrictions on girls, and that is how boys and girls are discriminated. And the concept of equality, which is existing on paper, is lacking somewhere in reality. Students, there are other examples also in which we can say that women are not treated equally. They are not given the same preference, the equal treatment that boys are getting, and one best example is given here. Students, what we used to see in our daily life, okay, let's take an example. On one day, suppose your mother is ill, what will happen? The scenario of the whole house get disturbed. You are going to school, you are getting late for the school because your mother is ill, you are not properly dressed up, you are not given with the lunch, you are not finding your shoes at proper place, your school dress at proper place, your father is not getting tea at proper timing. So we can say that your mother is one person who is just holding the whole house. She is doing the household work. That is one example what is given here. That one girl is explaining her mother that mother just take, her mother is working woman, and she said her mother that mom take one day leave, and Jaspreet mother always used to visit school because she is a housewife, she is not having work. Then her mother replied that how can you say this thing that housewives are having no work? Housewives are having maximum work, but this is some, you can say, thinking of the people. They are saying that housewives are having no work. She said that she used to wake up, do you know when she used to wake up? She used to wake up early in the morning at 5 o'clock, and she slept when the whole family slept. But still people are saying that housewives are having no work. And thereafter what happened at their family only, Mrs. Singh's husband and children are saying that Mrs. Singh is doing no work because she is a housewife. Then she decided that I am going on strike for one day. I will do no work for one day. I will be free because according to you I am doing no work at home. So you just handle the home for one day. Both the children and her husband agrees that okay, you can go for strike on one day and we will manage. Now what will happen, as I told you in the example also, their whole house is just completely mesmerized, completely not in the proper position. Children are getting late for the school, they are not getting lunch, even their housemaid has not arrived on that day. When her husband arrived from the office, he asked for the tea and she said that I am on leave today. Then he remembered, yes, I have to make the tea on my own. So on that day, they realized that housewife work is not a simple task. It is very difficult task to handle the whole home, to handle the children, because you have also seen this thing that all the adult members, all the sick people, all the children in the house, that is the duty, that is the responsibility of the housewife only, to serve all without payment. Why she is said that she is not working? Why this is said that she is a housewife and she is not doing any work? Because for the whole work that she is doing from 5 o'clock early in the morning till all slept at home, she is not given any payment for that work. She is doing that work because of the affection, because of the love, because of the care that she has for her family. As she is not getting any payment for that, she is said that she is not working. Although the housewives are the one who works a lot. Thereafter, students, next is valuing housework. I already told you we need to recognize the household work. We need to give equal dignity to the housewives also, because they are doing much work. They are doing all this work, though they are not getting payment for it, but they are doing this work because of the care, the affection that they are having with their families. So we cannot say that they are doing no work. We need to value household work also. Thereafter, students, our next topic is lives of domestic workers. Now, who are domestic workers? Domestic is related to homes. So, who are domestic workers? Domestic persons or domestic workers are those workers who used to work at home. We used to have maids, na? What they used to do? They used to cook food in the kitchen. They used to clean our houses, do sweeping, cleaning, etc. But the thing is that the domestic workers are not given same value, same recognition in the society as the other workers are given. As I already told you, they work from early in the morning and just continue working even after all the people slept. But they are not given equal value, equal treatment. Reason is that they are getting least payment for that work, because people are thinking that they are doing no work. And sometimes if they used to do certain cuddles, what will happen? The housemaster or their owner used to treat them very badly. That why you broke this, you have not done this properly. So that is what is said there, that they are not given with the equal value. So we need to, the concept is that we need to value the household work, we need to value the domestic work as well, because that is also a very difficult, very challenging task, because many of the household activities involved physical work. Physical work means movement of your muscles, and when you do physical work, you got tired very easy. You have observed your mom in your house also, they used to sweep the floors. So what is that? That is a physical work, physical activity. So they are putting efforts. So they also need to be given with much value. Here it is given an example that the domestic workers, if they are working at someone's houses, they are not getting even this much payment, that in cold they can buy, you can say, sleepers for them. They are not having this much money. Sometimes they have to store the food for themselves. They have not this much money that they can purchase food for them. So what we need to say here, that household work need to be given, need to be provided with the same value. They also need to be paid with the same amount as the other workers are getting, because they are doing physical activities like they used to wash clothes, cleaning, sweeping, etc. And I already told you how they are discriminated. And they are not enjoying their leisure time. What do you mean by leisure time? Leisure time means free time. They have no free time to waste, because every moment this person is asking me tea for me, another person is asking me toast for me, another person is asking me chapatis for me, something has fallen down, clean the floor. So they have lot of work. So they also need to be provided with the good amount of salaries. There is women's work and equality. I already told you this thing, students, that on a piece of paper we are saying that equality exists in India or in other country, but on one way or another way, this concept is not analyzing in reality. Women's work is not given equal treatment. For example, sometimes it is seen that if particular, sir, around you also you have seen this thing, that if girls used to say they are working in corporate field, sometimes especially in rural areas, and they used to say that we have to go outside at the night for our job, then their parents denied because of safety issues. You are not allowed. On the other hand, boys are roaming freely without any work on the roads. No one is saving them. So what is that? That is sort of inequality. So women's work should be given with the equal treatment, because nowadays they are doing household work as well as they are going outside also for earning money. And there is clear provision in our constitution which states that equality must be there between all individual, between all citizens, and no one can be discriminated on any behalf. So what is said there? It is recognized that burden of child care and the household work falls on women and girls. You have seen this thing many times. What will happen if children are there? It is said that, or it is supposed, this is the fixing, this is the mentality of the people, that the take care of the children must be done by the girl child or by the female member only. Male child have no responsibility on that, but that is not true. So this is how women are not getting equal opportunity. Earlier they were not allowed to go to even schools also for education, but now the scenario is changing day by day. They are also provided with the maximum employment opportunity because government have provided them various means, or they are also allowed to do work. And in order to provide, or in order to improve the situation of the women, government have taken many steps. Like government have set up, you can say, established many child care centers or Anganwadis in villages where women are provided or are said to do work in day timing, and they are given payment in return of that. So this is how we can say that in reality there exists an discrimination or the situation of inequality between boys and girls that needs to be sorted out, and we all need to work for that collaboratively. So students, now let us discuss the question answer of the chapter. So let's start, students. Our first question is, are the statements given alongside true or false? And you have to give reason also. All societies do not think similarity about the roles that boys and girls play. The answer is true. We have seen numerous examples around us only that boys and girls are not treated equally on many bases. And next is, our society does not make distinction between boys and girls when they are growing up. That is false. The society discriminate, and I give you the best example of the toys from the very starting, only how the different toys are given to boys and girls. The next is, women who stay at home do not work. That is false. I told you the importance of their work. The next is, the work that women do is less valued than that of men. Yes, that is true. Women's work is not given the same preference that the man's work is given. The next is, household work is invisible and unpaid work. Housework is physically demanding. Housework is time consuming. Write your own words up regarding the, what do you think about these words? Invisible, physically demanded, time consuming. I have clearly taught this thing to you. Physically work they are doing in the form of sweeping, cleaning, washing clothes, etc. Muscles activity. Invisible, no one is giving value to their work because we cannot see that they are getting payment for that. That is time consuming. Obviously the task they are performing needs a lot of time because they used to wake up early in the morning and they used to sleep when all people of the house were sleeping. The next is, make a list of toys and games that boys typically play and another for girls, and what sort of differences you observe between them. We have already discussed these things. Boys are given with the toys like cars, trucks, etc. and girls are given with dolls or with the kitchen sets because of the sort of mentality to tell them this is the particular field in which you have to go. The next is, if you have someone working as a domestic help in your house and locality, talk to her and find out a little bit more about her life. You will visit and find out and then write your views on that. You are going to do it on your own. So these are the basic terms that we have discussed in this chapter, and we are clearly stated with this thing. We observe a lot of differences between boys and girls from the early childhood only. I hope you understand the topic well, students. Thank you.